So in this video, we're going to demo Explain Everything, which is a tool that looks a lot like a whiteboard canvas. So it kind of has a Prezi feel to it, but it also has, it's a whiteboard so you can write on it. It is web or app based. I've used them both and they both kind of seem to work the same. The interface looks very similar whether you're using it through a browser or if you're using it through the app. It's great for making explainer videos, especially in cases where you need to write out things like math, science, economics, those type things where you're writing on your screen, especially if you're using your tablet to be able to write on your screen and explain different things. It allows you to record audio on top of your video, so as you're drawing out things, as you're using your whiteboard, you can record audio on top of it. But it has another feature that also allows you to add in collaborators to join this canvas, which you'll get a join code to where they can put in the code and join, and they can draw and interact with you on the whiteboard canvas in real time. So let's try it. So the first step is going to be to create your Explain Everything account, and you can just make a free account. Once you create it, then you'll be able to see this interface, and you can actually explore and see other ones that have been created by other people, and obviously these have video recordings on top of them, so you could watch that if you wanted to, or you could come to your cloud projects and begin to create your own. So we're going to make a new project, and we can use a template if we want to. I'll show you kind of what the templates look like. The storyboard one looks kind of cool. Also the cause and effects may be appropriate, so those are just a couple of templates that you can use. But in this case, we'll just start with a blank one. So you can go ahead and choose to turn the microphone on so that it will be there when you start recording, or you can mute it till you join. So I'll just go ahead and turn it on. So it'll be there. And so this is the blank canvas. Again, it looks a lot like a Prezi. Over here on the far left side, you have all of your different options. And then at the bottom, you have your record button to where you can actually start recording and record your session as you're drawing things out. In the top right corner here, you have the invite button where you can invite others to join your session. And so you can give them the link, and then that's the join code, which is also displayed here to where they could open up their Explain Everything account, either on the iPad or on the web, and put in that code and join as well to be able to collaborate in real time. So I'll start my audio just so that we can start kind of having that being recorded, which is down at the bottom. And then you can come over with your pen and you can choose your different type of color, and you can kind of write out things. And again, this is where you would be explaining how to do different things with that. You can change colors if you want to with your pen. There's also the erase feature to where you can erase. There's a highlight feature to where if you wanted to highlight something with a specific color, you could highlight text or whatnot if you wanted to there. There's also shapes to where you can use to create shapes to maybe do some diagramming, that type thing that you can include. You can also color that you can use the paint bucket to change the different colors of different parts there to change the different shape colors with your paint. You can use your pointer, of course, and then you can also add in text. So again, all of this is being recorded because I have my recorder on, so I would be walking through how to do different things. If you have a lot going on your whiteboard, you can use this pointer icon, and you would have like a little pointer so that when you're pointing to different things, when you click down on your mouse, it would point to different things if you're trying to emphasize certain things. And the inspector icon is where you can click to like delete certain, you could click on it and then click this and delete. If you want to get rid of certain things, you could delete them. Down here at the bottom is where I kind of have the Prezi effects, where you can scroll in and out, so you can make this smaller or larger. So say that I have this concept and maybe it's part of a larger concept. I can scroll out and then add some more things here. Up here in the top corner, we can add in a picture, a new picture to take a picture via the webcam. You can add in an existing image or photo you already have saved on your computer. You can add in a file if you want to. So as you pull in this document, it's going to pull in PDFs. So you can select the page range if it's more than one page, and how the layout should look. And then it will insert the page into your whiteboard area. And then from there, you can use your highlighter tool, perhaps, to highlight different things. You can use your writing tool to write different things. So again, you can kind of annotate on top of everything that way. Then when you're finished, you can stop your recording, and that will give you the recording view. Now you can even do some edits here. You can move your recording around. You can split the timeline if you want to for some reason. You can also highlight pieces. So like maybe I'll move this, and there was like an area here to where I wasn't doing a lot of speaking. So I could highlight that area, and then I could choose to cut that piece. And that would be a part that would be cut out if I wanted to do that, to cut the audio there. So some different ways that you can edit your audio if you want to. So the next thing is having others join the whiteboard. So again, up here at the top, you can invite them via link, or they can just log in or open their app to explain everything, and there will be the option to join with code, and they would just put in this code. So now that the person has joined, you'll see them over on the right side as well. I just joined on an iPad as well, so it's really me in the same place, one on the web and one on the iPad. But this would be typically be a different person. And so if you have your microphone on, you're actually able to, and they have their microphone on, you can talk back and forth to each other. So they're hearing what you're saying. So it's almost like a web conference in that capacity. And they're able to edit and move things around. So like on the iPad, here I am, and you can kind of see me highlighted. The pink awesome autumn sign is indicator that the person on the iPad is moving it. And they have the same features that are on the screen now. That is the same features that are on the iPad. And so they can draw and write and put different things on there as well with their markers. So again, that's a way that you can collaborate by them adding in things, you adding in things, moving things around, while also being able to talk back and forth almost like in a web conferencing system. And that is, again, the basic steps of using the interactive tool. So the next thing is you can actually come and share this recording. And so you can choose the share button and then web video link. And that will give you a link to this video, the video part that we created. And then you can watch it. Also, when you go back to your Explain Everything dashboard, there is your project. So you can always go back into it if you need to. It'll be there. You can also come and choose the ellipsis icon and be able to invite more people if you were taking it live, or be able to share it like we were just doing a minute ago to get the share link for others to watch it. What's also nice is you actually get an email from when the video has been created, the first part that we did earlier on. When that video has been created and wrapped and produced, you'll get a link to that as well via your email. And so I signed out of my account, and I just went to the link that I was provided to be able to see the video. And so this would be what a outsider who wasn't involved in this would see. And they would see that it's a 5-minute long video. But then they would be able to see the writing on the board, any vocals that I recorded on top of it. So again, it turns it into almost like a video, in addition to being a collaborative piece of a whiteboard canvas. So that's kind of the basics of what you can do with Explain Everything.